I'm Joe De Villiers Architect. We were mainly responsible for the office block components of the project. We were challenged to give the building some architecture. The overall warehouse, which is conventionally a steel structure clad with sheeting. Normally with these kind of projects there isn't a lot of budget set aside to make the building look pretty, if I can put it that way. So the challenge for us was to achieve that, to create a striking building for SAFT. It is their flagship building. Yeah, so we had to do that without adding too much cost to the overall project and without necessitating a change to the structural design. It was a given that it is a steel structure with steel sheeting as cladding. But in the end, the sheeting and the steel detailing gave us the opportunity to create an interesting articulated facade. The different colors that are available in the Saflock sheeting helped us to articulate the facade with different colors. And then we decided to step the facade sheeting, and then we uplit the sheeting and played with the two different colors of sheeting. So at the end of the day, the textures and the colors of the sheeting actually helped us to achieve that vision. So during the day, the different colors play a role, and the fact that we step the sheeting throws shadows on the facade. And at night, the texture caused by the ribs in the sheeting gives quite a striking effect. So in terms of this, using steel as a structural element, it made that detailing possible. As Mike said before, it's easy to detail, to space sheeting rails further away from the facade by simply incorporating brackets when you fix the sheeting rails. So that made it really easy. We use steel wherever we can. Really love steel as a design element. It adds lightness to architecture. If you just think 100 by 100 steel post or a round pipe can do the same job as a really bulky concrete column, for example. But it adds that lightness, it opens up views. But more than that, also the spans that are achievable helps us a lot to create nice spaces in architecture. And then we really enjoy the detailing that you can achieve with architecture. We have fun designing junctions with beams and columns and that kind of thing. And it often becomes part of our architectural language. It's got a nice tectonics, as we often say. I think I'm most proud of the fact that we managed to create an interesting building without adding a lot of cost to the project. I think it's a very striking building, especially at night, with the lighting playing on the steel facade and also on the office block components. And we worked well together as a team. Johan from Cladco's, it was a cladding contractor, he couldn't be here today. But it was great how we worked together with him to sort out the detailing of flashings, stepped flashings, recesses, and also with Mike's input and assistance in solving the challenges of how to step the sheeting. Mike had to help us to incorporate angled sheeting rails and those kind of things. But at the end of the day, it was quite an easy way to take what would have been a normal steel-clad structure and just to give it something more.